Heave away, boys, hoist the sail. Storm or sun will never fail. With hearts of oak that does not flee, we're brave and bold upon the sea.
The sky turned black, we left the shore, no turning back. With salt upon our callous skin, we faced the waves and grinned at sin.
Heave, boys, hoist the sail. Storm or sun will never fail. With hearts of oak that does not flee, we're brave and bold upon the sea.
The nights were long, the stars were cold, our food grew scarce, our boots grew old. But every lad still sang with pride, for fear we'd drown, but we'd not hide.
Away, boys, hoist the sail. Storm or sun will never fail. With hearts of oak that does not flee, we're brave and bold upon the sea.
The squall, we mended sails, we drank to tales and giant whales. No land in sight for many a week, courage burned in every cheek.
Heave, boys, hoist the sail. Storm or sun will never fail. With hearts of oak that does not flee, we're brave and bold upon the sea.
And when we find the shore once more, with gold or none we'll still adore the life we chose, the storms we braved. Until we set sail again, I shall return. Hoist the sail. Storm or sun will never fail. With hearts of oak that does not flee, we're brave and bold upon the sea. Heave away, boys, hoist the sail. Storm or sun will never fail. With hearts of oak that does not flee, we're brave and bold upon the sea. Brave and bold upon the sea.
They thought they could crown a child. No hair, no hair, no spine. Well, I've always found bloodlines are best when edited with steel. The crown was meant for cunning, not for kindness, not for weeping little girls with fragile grace, but for me with claws refined and a taste for war. That's right. Let them tremble when they see my smiling face. All hail Queen Merovia. Thank you. The sharpest tongue in don't make me blush. All bow to Merovia. Bow low, the fae who steals your breath. Now I've sliced the strings of puppets once defiant, took the tongues that dared to speak of treachery. 1,000 rebels mute, yet their silence speaks too loud, for the crown belongs to those who want it most. They'll say, oh, she's cruel. They'll say, she's a sea. Yet I simply removed what stood in between a glorious reign and a fool with a dream. Now watch as I cleanse this regime. A swift executioner's grace, a lover of order. If you like your guts in one place, so gather your blades and your banners of fear. The Sighters will march when they know I am near. I'll promise them fences, then burn their defenses and rule with an ear-to-ear sneer. They'll thank me for it, really. After all, a kingdom divided is much easier to rule. Let the kingdom kneel. Let the cowards squeal. May their loyalists cry. May the old ways die. Raise your goblets high for the fae who won't leave. Long live the queen. kingdom near. Shh! Don't speak. You'll only lose your tongue.
Woke in a wagon outside the stone gate, smell of pine and my jaw still aches. Bartered my boots for a bowl of stew. He said girls like you don't make it through. My coat's from a trader who slept by the lake. He showed me scars and a flute he made. Tried to name me, called me Little Rune. I left before he could see me go. No maps for me, I go where the frost don't bite. I sleep where the wolves don't ask me twice. Climb that pass with bloody hands. Laughed when the snow told me I can't. They pray in halls, I walk the trees. Don't need your roads, no maps for me. Stole a ring from a merchant's cart. Traded it north for a broken heart. Played one note on a frozen bridge. The wind replied, so I jumped in. He said I'd freeze, I said I might, but drowning's better than dying polite. Drank from a spring full of ghost-like bloom. Saw myself and I looked like you. No maps for me, I go where the frost don't bite. I sleep where the wolves don't ask me twice. Climb that pass with bloody hands. Laugh when the snow told me I can't. They pray in halls, I walk the trees. Don't need your roads, no maps for me. Once spent days in a ruin with bats. Read every book they left in stacks. Ate hard bread, cracked teeth in two. Wrote fake names in the margin too. There was a boy who could tame the birds. Taught me spells that twisted words. He kissed me once, then wrote he's fast. Said girls like me belong to the past. Saw my breath in a winter tomb. Named each star with a borrowed rune. Raced the moon down a cairn-lit path. Tripped and laughed and never looked back. Wore a crown made of crow-picked bone. Danced in a circle, barefoot alone. No maps for me, I go where the frost don't bite. I sleep where the wolves don't ask me twice. Climb that pass with bloody hands. Laughed when the snow told me I can't. They pray in halls, I walk the trees. Don't need your roads, no maps for me. They pray in halls, I walk the trees. Don't need your roads, no maps for me.
The leather draweth tight upon my palm, splintered from drills at break of day. Aye, endless drills, I twist mine own wrist, but once rolling knuckles bold against the dents of a breastplate well battered. The scent of old sweat clingeth to my most foul, yet the rain settled gentle twixt my fingers. Elinia, behold it from yon tower high, cheeks afire as peril gathereth nigh, hands laden with that scarlet ribbon she claimed, but not though I saw it sway as her laughter trailed swift from sight.
Truth doth drum like oath unspoken, steel hums for her fair smile.
They scrawled the lists at grey of morn, Fletcher's piped, the throng pressed close. I swallowed the ache within my weary shoulder, felt the weight of the ancient lance once more. The ink blot did smear my name to page, and my heart did kick harder than yon stallion's flank. Her father leaneth proud neath banners tall, lords clad in linen smug, well fed and polished, but I ken Elenia counteth the bridal knots. Remember breath, the leather
the spurs sing golden 'neath the sun.
The wind hath the taste of orchard peelings, my knuckles crack as winter's wrath. Yet the roar of the crowd ringeth hollow without a cheer. For I ride not for coin nor crest, nay, but for a fleeting glimpse of her midst shaded stalls, ribbon red knotted soft round her wrist. Folk mutter the tilt be but blood and splinters, iron bendeth and men fade into forgotten dust. Yet Alinia's eyes holdeth meadow's own light, green fields where we raised wild bear of saddle and tumbled laughing midst the bluebells.
Spear flies straight for a Winon's grace, heart poundeth fierce within my ear.
I shall ride till Mare doth sing its last, till banners snap and lances break as twigs. And if doom cast me from saddle's hold, let them carve my name 'neath the orchard oak, where winds ever carry sweet apple's breath, and Alenia binds scarlet round my memory.
Varroneth bled the southern pass. His blade was fed on merchants' breath, and coin spilled by the shore. The snapped axles, the splintered cards, his mark burned through the grain. Each ruin left a crooked shrine, each hush a hymn in chains. Raise him in stone and thread. Let the ledgers rot, let the bridges grow. Nowhere, no herald, no spoken myth. All crosswinds crawl to Varroneth.
The quarry's deep in Bracken's gut, now ring with iron moans. He cast his blades from forged deceits and turned raw dread to gold. His captains choked on sour drink, or blades slid through their ribs. For in his keep, the clearest law was hunger without end.
No seen it weighed upon his hand, but knuckles lined with stolen bands. His seat was built from crippled cards, a warning carved in splinters.
Raise him from stone and thread. Every well-worn road smells what he bled. The lanterns died when his path stretched. All coin now kneels to Varroneth.
His forge falls through the marrow of men. Markets fell to mutters, honor sagged in chains. Varroneth owns no map, but lurks in the cracks you dare not trace.
Raise him in stone and thread. No harvest will mend what his hand has bled. The hills will split beneath his tread.
Yet still we trudge for in lantern halls where footfalls stray, and laughter hums then slips away. The host attend with quiet grace, and stories drift through time and place. Of clover tea, and found their voice in reverie.
was a man known as Finn, with ill-stained cheeks and a grin. He'd tip every cup, then shout, fill it up, and fall off his stool with a spin. He claimed he could drink like a whale, outlasting a ship in a gale. He once kissed a boot, called it final fruit, then challenged the mayor to ale. Cause losing at cards and a shame. Though long passed away, he still holds the spray, and the bar keeps his seat just the same. Cause nowhere near its toe, a native on the face with the ball is the make and the troll if the ball is control. Soft blackthorn stair. Chickens pecked out by the crowless lane. Had me a thumbit cut his mulberry stain. And the widow's bell tolled thrice past Wayne. The nail has stained the tail, and not the bell, come on, this steps wrong. Steeple swings, candle drips, pockets thin, but me heart stays fat where the ale runs in. There's a cow that paces the river's bend, marked with a circle horn cracked in half. She followed me thrice past the tanner's gate, told none lest they jeer or laugh. Alas, gave me elderflower wine, smiled neath the cap of willow thread. Her braid smelled of clover and midsummer wheat, but I left when the smith's song turned red. Oh, how the bell still tolls! Mulberry, mulberry stain on my tongue, let not the bell count my missteps wrong. Steeple swings, candle drips, pockets thick, but me heart stays fat where the ale runs in. And if ye pass yon withy gate, where spindlewood creaks and shadows dwell, leave a crumb by the moss-worn mile, and toast once more to the widow's bell. Oh, ray, oh. Steepling mulberry stain on my tongue, let not the bell count my missteps wrong. Steepling mulberry stain on my tongue, let not the bell count my missteps wrong. Steepling mulberry stain on my tongue, let not the bell count my missteps wrong. Steeple swings, candle drips, pockets thick, but me heart stays fat where the ale runs in.
I swear before the gods and queen, though realms may rot and light decay, thy fire shall not be swept away. I've walked the paths where honor died, where crowns lay lost and kings had light. Yet in thy gaze a storm takes flame, a queen who dares defies her name. Let traitors quake and cowards flee, true blood shall not bend bended knee. The raven flies, the cold wind calls, but we shall not let our land fall. No gilded line, no iron chain can turn our hearts or make us wait. I bore no name nor bore a throne, yet feel Melog's elk's fire my own. If crowns be cast by fate or flame, then place it not on bloodless name, but hands that bled and still remain. traitors break and cowards flee. True blood shall not bend bended knee. By star and flame and crown unseen, we ride for thee, our storm-wrought queen.
There once was a knight named Tumbleton Gray, whose horse only galloped halfway. He charged with a cheer, then stopped out of fear, so the dragons just laughed and ran away. There once was a knight named Tumbleton Gray, whose horse only galloped halfway. He charged with a cheer, then stopped out of fear, so the dragons just laughed and ran away. There once was a knight named Tumbleton Gray, whose horse only galloped halfway. He charged with a cheer, then stopped out of fear, so the dragons just laughed and ran away. There once was a knight named Tumbleton Gray, whose horse only galloped halfway. He charged with a cheer, then stopped out of fear, so the dragons just laughed and ran away.
Upon his throne of soot and splintered bone, Varroneth gazed through blood-stained paths of pride. The winds of war once belonged to him, now witness treachery he could not buy. A nameless night in silence clad in steel crept neath the moon with vengeance in his breath. No banners raised, no cry, no plea to kneel, just one lone oath to bring the tyrant death. Varron, a dagger laced with hatred from those long slain, sank deep beneath the ribs of living hate. The beast once crowned by force grew by pain. Collapse came swift, undone by mortal So ends the king who ruled cruel and by fear, forgotten soon, but cursed shall be his name. be his name.
Oh, the breeze slips through the linen white sails, with the sun painting gold on the crest of the swells. A gull circles high with the promise so wide, and the lantern it sings to the tide. Yo-ho, let the compass spin wild, through storms and through calm we will glide. There's freedom ahead, where the sea meets the sky, and the lantern still sings to the tide. They're still on the waves when the twilight descends, and the stars lay their maps for the course that we bend. A tale of islands forgotten and shy, where secrets are stitched in the sky. Yo-ho, let the compass spin wild, through storms and through calm we will glide. There's freedom ahead, where the sea meets the sky, and the lantern still sings to the tide. No kingdom near, no chain on our sails, just the call of horizons, the spray and the steel. Through squalls and through stillness we'll follow the blue, for the ocean's a home for the true. Yo-ho, let the compass spin wild, through storms and through calm we will glide. There's freedom ahead, where the sea meets the sky, and the lantern still sings to the tide. Oh, the breeze slips through the linen white sails, with the sun painting gold on the crest of the swells. A gull circles high with a promise so wide, and the lantern it sings to the tide. Yo-ho, let the compass spin wild, through storms and through calm we will glide. There's freedom ahead, where the sea meets the sky, and the lantern still sings to the tide. They're still on the waves when the twilight descends, and the stars lay their maps for the course that we bend. A tale of islands forgotten and shy, where secrets are stitched in the sky. Yo-ho, let the compass spin wild, through storms and through calm we will glide. There's freedom ahead, where the sea meets the sky, and the lantern still sings to the tide. No kingdom near, no chain on our sails, just the call of horizons, the spray and the steel. Through squalls and through stillness we'll follow the blue, for the ocean's a home for the true. Yo-ho, let the compass spin wild, through storms and through calm we will glide. There's freedom ahead, where the sea meets the sky, and the lantern still sings to the tide. Yes, the lantern still sings to the tide.
Once courted a mermaid at sea. She sang him a tune by the light of the moon. Now he drinks with the dolphins at 3. She promised him treasure and song if he'd stay where the cold times belong. He toasted her eyes, ignored sailors' cries. Now he hums with the whales all day long. Some say when the gulls cry at dawn and the sea sings a shimmering yawn, you'll spot Mickey's ghost on a bottle cork post, still drunk and still dancing till morn. dolphins a tree. She promised him treasure and song if he'd stay where the cold tides belong. He toasted her eyes, ignored sailors' cries. Now he hums with the whales all day long. Some say when the gulls cry at dawn and the sea sings a shimmering yawn, you'll spot Mickey's ghost on a bottle cork post, still drunk and still dancing till morn. Cry at dawn and the sea sings a shimmering yawn, you'll spot McGee's ghost on a bottle cork post, still drunk and still dancing till morn. Some say when the gulls cry at dawn and the sea sings a shimmering yawn, you'll spot McGee's ghost on a bottle cork post, still drunk and still dancing till morn. Some say when the gulls cry at dawn and the sea sings a shimmering yawn, you'll spot McGee's ghost on a bottle cork post, still drunk and still dancing till morn.
With a grasp unfair, dates were plucked from the hungry, and markets were quiet, no joy in the land. 4 parts he stole, 1 crumb remained. His spears rode swift, the meek were chained, but I his blood cast cords aside, traded silk robes for the pilgrim's stride. My sandals tore, grains of the waste, my nightly floor. By caravans I begged a crust, while moonheads rose o'er domes of dust. At his city's gate with threadbare cloak, his jackals struck and my hope they broke. I called, O man, with iron and spite, shall you rob the poor when none holds might? Let the crooked crown be crushed in sand. No palm shall praise, no tongue shall stand. Let marble domes be cracked and dry. The barefoot lifted, the crew must cry. I waited long by Cedar Gate, where crimson flags did drum of hate. He came in silk, his beard perfumed, and scorn dripped deep as the court consumed. his riches flayed, suit curled black through Cedar Street, while I walked free, his wrath
A merchant of Baghdad named Sinbad set sail when his pockets grew thin bad. Through tempests he strode with treasures that glowed, and feasts in far harbors he had. In islands where serpents entwine, he dined under palm and green vine. Yet monsters would creep and drag men from sleep, but Sinbad outwitted each sign. At last he returned chest in tow, with wonders the town could not know. From peril to cheer. From shipwreck to beer, his legend would endlessly grow. A merchant of Baghdad named Sinbad set sail when his pockets grew thin bad. Through tempests he strode with treasures that glowed, and feasts in far harbors he had. In islands where serpents entwine, he dined under palm and green vine. Yet monsters would creep and drag men from sleep, but Sinbad outwitted each sign. At last he returned chest in tow, with wonders the town could not know. From peril to cheer, from shipwreck to beer, his legend would endlessly grow. A merchant of Baghdad named Sinbad set sail when his pockets grew thin bad.
Through tempests he strode with treasures that glowed, and feasts in far harbors he had. In islands where serpents entwine, he dined under palm and green vine. Yet monsters would creep and drag men from sleep, but Sinbad outwitted each sign.
At last he returned chest in tow, with wonders the town could not know. From peril to cheer, from shipwreck to beer, his legend would endlessly grow.
I step from the keep with a gauntlet tight. Greaves clatter down lanes where the knaves take flight. Camelot shook from the chimney crooks while we dice with the squires. Hey, the jest give looks. Sir Kay's jaw cracked on a crust too stale. Gawain's tunic smeared from a wench's ale. Percival schemes with a toothy grin while I pace round the oak where the oaths begin.
The shield and horn give steed and steel. The table calls with a blood-sworn seal. No yes too low, no quest too tall. We ride as one lest kingdoms fall.
Look round these walls. No gold, no painted saints, just blade marks, ale stains and boot scuff planks. Every knight's tale here, the round table ain't polished, lad. It's proof. Nary a beast too fell, nor a curse too dire. Bedivere counts coin till the monks grow tired. Lancelot's blade splits hairs in twain, but a stare turns cold where the lilies wane. No spangles, no gilded courtly rhymes. We spit oaths sharper than Merlin's signs. Gallop through woods where the black beasts grin, and laugh at the riddles where fools begin.
The shield and horn give steed and steel. The table calls with a blood-sworn seal. No yes too low, no quest too tall. We ride as one lest kingdoms fall.
Hey, they talk of legends carved in castle halls, but we earned ours in the bramble sprawls. It ain't crowns that weigh heavy, it's the price of the oaths of roads that don't end in comrades long gone. The grails are just a sum, to us it's a curse, and still we ride. Mordred lurks by the twisted hedge, plotting false tongues at the river's edge. But we sharpen wit, we sharpen steel, for honor's not jest, it's the marrow we feel.
The shield and horn give steed and steel. The table calls with a blood-sworn seal. No yes too low, no quest too tall. We ride as one lest kingdoms fall.
Hey, the jesters jeer, but the land still kneels, for the knights ride on with unbroken will.